Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Medieval on the Evil difficulty. We are doing all levels with warrior mode, and this is E6M4, Unholy Sanctuary. Let's begin. So here is every weapon. We're gonna pick it up, and we're gonna pick up the mana boost too. And while we're at it, we're also gonna need to go over here with the Zephody Azure Orb in hand and get teleported by shooting that switch to get the secret full health. And now we have that, we can go down here to meet the summoned ones who await us. We can also grab the gold key, and when we do, we'll encounter the Twin Terror. Now, this arena is a little confusing to the uninitiated, but you'll understand it once you've gotten through it. Basically, there are these platforms here, the gravity is lowered. You want to go on each platform to get the huge souls. It'll be a little tedious, but the full health will make sure that you survive the worst of these things and their onslaught. If you want to damage them, you can try to do so. Like I said, the gravity is lowered, so you'll be able to grab things without worrying too much about getting knocked off, as long as you adjust your momentum a bit. And, you know, try not to miss with the eternum shots if you're gonna shoot that. Which I recommend you do, so you can soften them up. Yeah, these guys shoot these crazy projectiles, and sometimes they charge at you and knock you away. But, thankfully, the huge souls will help you in a bit, as long as you keep grabbing at them. And thankfully you had it full health, right? I'm sure you grabbed it. I hope you did. Because this fight's kind of evil without it. Alright, so we're just going to continue the process that I've described. We're just going to swim out of the water, grab the huge souls one by one. Try to make sure we aren't landing on platforms we already landed on before. And once we have all the souls, we should be ready to fight these guys in a more direct confrontation. Yeah, it's a little hard to see which ones you haven't already went through, but... oh well. Oh well. There are two over there, we're gonna grab those. And we're gonna try to grab the health. Because it's large health, it'll help you out. Alright, so we now have soul power. So let's soulfully empower ourselves with these weapons. If these guys don't try to knock me back repeatedly, I'll get out of here. Yeah, it's time. We're gonna spam our weapons right in their faces. They can handle it. Probably gonna get rid of one of these guys first. Like you. There we go. Now for the other one. And, you might think, man, I'm out of purple mana. Where do I get that purple mana? Well, there's some in here. You just gotta look out for it. A little out of the way. But there's also orange mana, too. Only problem is, these guys move around a bit, but, you know, they also have these huge hitboxes, so... it's, still tricky nonetheless, but either way, try to grab this purple mana and get rid of this guy by just shooting the Eternum right in his face. Or in his general direction, doesn't matter, as long as it hits him. Alright, now let's finish off this sumbitch. We're just gonna toss plants right in its face. At least try to. Listen to that tremolo sound as it dies. Alright, we got him. Yeah, this fight isn't too mentally involved, but, you know, it's mostly just movement. Like, there's no specific weapon you really need to deal with them with. You can use the Eternum and it'll deal with them just fine. But, we got them. And the portal awaits us. So let's push this button to activate the portal back. And when we go through it, we have beaten the Unholy Sanctuary. And, yeah, it took a little bit longer than it normally does, but oh well, it happens to the best of us. Yeah, cause, bastards didn't want to get hit by the Eternum shot, so they, survived a little bit longer than they usually do. Sometimes they got hit, but that's fine. But yeah, this fight isn't exactly all that mentally involved. You just want to get rid of them with the Eternum. You can weaken them with the Eternum, grab all those soul pickups. There's low gravity, so there's a low chance of you falling into the abyss. And you can adjust your momentum very easily in this level thanks to the low gravity. So you won't have to, like, slowly descend into the abyss and worry about that. Nah, this fight is pretty straightforward. The only problem is the twin terrors charging at you and trying to knock you out of the purple water bubble thingamajig. But yeah. And with this level, we are done with the Arcane Expanse, and I like this episode aesthetically. The gameplay, it was pretty good. Definitely better than the 5th episode, I'll tell you that much. But there were still some interesting decisions, but you know, I still liked it nonetheless. Interesting decisions such as having these enemies be pretty tanky. Like, a lot of them are, like, really tanky. Like, the basic enemy, the Acrobat, needs 2 crystal shots to kill, like, point blank. But, you know, there are also the crystal spiders and crystal serpents that were easier to kill. But, whatever. We're done with this episode now. I enjoyed it. I don't have too much left to say about it, because we're going back to the hub, and we're going to check out what happens when we go back.
The evil has found us, champion. You must hurry!
Oh, no. The 7th episode has unlocked, but there is another. So stay tuned for when we go into this next level, but until then, toodaloo.